Let me pose my question, and I think it begins with Congressman Barr, and then we'll go to Senator Loudermilk, which is, we learned this week all politics is local. It's a harsh reminder, given what we've seen in races around the country. Putting aside the national issues, which we'll talk about in the balance of this debate, what is the single most important thing for the 11th Congressional District, the single most important job you will have as the Congressman for the 11th Congressional District should you be elected? Congressman Barr?
Randy, it's very difficult, as you know, in posing that question, to choose among the myriad issues that are facing the 11th District now and that will be facing us in the 114th Congress beginning in January. But if I had to, as you have forced me to do, put my finger on one particular issue that is clearly within the responsibility of the Congress of the United States, of the House of Representatives of the United States, and of the representative from the 11th District, it will be to save Lockheed Martin and prevent the BRAC process or the insidious way this administration does. They may not have the guts to use a base realignment and closure commission to launch a frontal assault on Dobbins Air Reserve Base, with which Lockheed is inextricably linked, but they'll do it indirectly through cuts, through moving far into the future authorizations and appropriations for additional F-35s and C-130Js and the additional work that needs to be done on the P-3s and the C-5s. There is a real danger, a clear and present danger, Randy, that within 2 years we will see a serious cutback in the work at Lockheed and in whether or not Dobbins Air Reserve Base will remain viable. I have fought that battle before against BRAC. I have won that battle before as part of the process that pulled together our community and our congressional delegation in the House and the Senate. We cannot afford a rookie in that job in the next 2 years. It is too important, not just to our national defense, Randy, but to the entire economy of the 11th District and the entire state of Georgia.
Well, I thank you for the question. And first of all, let me echo something that you said about our supporters. I've got the greatest supporters in the world, and it's because of them that we are here tonight. We surrounded ourselves with people that it's not about the candidate, it's about the cause. And your question was really about the cause. And I do agree with Bob that Lockheed is of extreme importance. And as an aviator, as an Air Force veteran, I know the value that Lockheed brings to this area, and I can submit to you that especially with the experience I have in the state legislature, that is of extreme importance. But there's one thing that supersedes any other issue, and that's an oath of office that every elected official in this nation takes, and that's to uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States. If there's one thing that is the most important for a congressman to do, it's that. Especially as we see today that all across this nation, especially in Washington, D.C., we're seeing continual violations by this administration of the Constitution of the United States, and we have a Congress that has abdicated its constitutional authority to hold that office in check. We must have the courage, we must have the experience to go to Washington and hold accountable Congress to uphold the Constitution of the United States. We also have to represent the interests, the values of the people of this district. And one of the most important issues is going to be Dobbins. And I'll commit to you, as someone who knows the importance of national defense, I've lived in that arena, I worked in that arena, and as an aviator, as a pilot, I know the value and the importance that our aerospace and our air power has, and we must do everything in our ability to keep Dobbins operating and open.